Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the brand new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. I am so excited to test this out for you guys. I've been really trying to get into all of the new products that are coming out and doing reviews for you guys, so I hope you guys are all excited about today's video. I'm going to be doing a half-day wear test with this foundation, and I'm also going to be showing you guys swatches of this shade that I picked up compared to some of my other foundations, so you guys can kind of see where the shade is that I bought compares to other shades in other foundations. So really quickly before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, I am doing a pretty big giveaway right now. I'll have it linked in my description box below if you guys want to enter that. And then also make sure you guys have your notifications turned on, that way you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go over some of the claims of this foundation. I'm going to show you guys some close-ups of the foundation, tell you guys all of the key features, and then I'm going to show you guys swatches of this shade in the Morphe foundation compared to some shades from other brands. So this is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. The price is $20 and it comes in 40 shades. I picked mine up in the shade Light 6. So the bottle of this feels very nice. It is a frosted glass bottle. It's very heavy. I was thinking $20 was a lot of money for a Morphe foundation, and then I got this in the mail and I was like, wow, okay, that actually feels very nice. So I see why the price is so high. And then whenever I ordered from Ulta, I did get this free foundation brush. I believe this is one of their new brushes. This is the E63 brush, and I believe it's meant to be used with this foundation, so we're going to be trying this out today as well. So the Filter Effect foundation is oil-free, it's skincare infused, and it delivers a natural finish for healthy looking skin. It is a long-wearing formula that is designed to blur and diffuse the look of imperfections while deeply hydrating and nourishing the skin. It says it's silky smooth, medium to full coverage, and is buildable. It's also supposed to be sweat-proof, transfer-proof, and waterproof. That lasts for 12 hours. So as always, I'm going to swatch the new foundation compared to some of my other foundations so you guys can see where I am in the Morphe foundation, like what shade. So as I said, this is the shade Light 6. So there is the Morphe foundation. Next we have ColourPop Pretty Fresh and Fair 30 in. Urban Decay Stay Naked in 30 in. Estee Lauder Double Wear in 2-in-1 Desert Beige. e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in 210 Natural. Huda Beauty Faux Filter in Shortbread. And IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream in Fair. So here is the Morphe foundation compared to all of the rest of the ones that I just swatched. I would say it's probably closest to this one right here, which is the Urban Decay one. It's also very close to the Estee Lauder Double Wear and then the e.l.f. Satin Finish. So I would say these three right here are the closest to the Morphe one. All right, so now it's time to try out the foundation on the face. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So my skin is prepped and ready to go. The only thing I've done is cleansed my face and applied moisturizer. I don't like to prime whenever I test a new foundation because on an everyday basis, I don't prime my face. It's very rarely that I actually prime my face unless it's for a video or if I really need my makeup to last a really long time, and I want to see how long this foundation can last without priming. I am going to be doing a half-day wear test. I don't have time to do the full day wear test because I do have to go to work later, so I had to wake up really early for this video, but we are going to read a few more of the claims, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the foundation really quickly before I apply it. So the key features are that it has hyaluronic acid that boosts moisture levels and vitamin E that delivers antioxidant protection, and then we also have pore blurring pigments that diffuse the look of imperfections. It's a natural, buildable coverage, long-wearing, sweat-proof, and transfer-proof, free of oils, fragrances, and parabens, and it's a luxe formula that is crafted in Italy. So as I said earlier, I have the foundation brush that you're supposed to use with this foundation. I don't like using a foundation brush, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but we are going to try it. I'm going to use my favorite sponge, my e.l.f. sponge, on one side of my face, and then we're going to use the brush on the other side just to see how it applies with the brush. I want to be fair to the foundation, so I'm going to just pump maybe half of a pump on here, and I'm just going to start blending this all over the face with a sponge. And I do have a lot of blemishes right now, so I'm curious how this is going to cover them. Okay, well that blends really good and it looks very natural. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit more to the forehead and kind of blend back down on the cheeks and stuff. Let's see how it covers this blemish here. So I wouldn't say it covered that like the best. Obviously you can still see it, but this actually looks like very nice on the skin. I'm gonna come a little bit closer in just a second and show you guys, but so far I'm pretty impressed with just like my immediate first impression, like how it looks on the skin. I love a foundation like this that is kind of like a medium coverage that looks natural on the skin, that just looks like your skin. I hate like super cakey foundations that just look heavy on the skin. So I'm gonna add a little bit more in the cheek area because I find that I need more like coverage right on the cheeks. And then I'm gonna kind of blend this up and I'm gonna put a little bit more on this blemish and see if we can cover that. If you guys don't have this e.l.f. sponge, you need to buy it. It's like a $5 sponge, but it's like the best, honestly, the best sponge. Okay, immediate first impression is that it looks amazing. So here's one side of the face done. And then we have the other side that's looking really rough. I don't really like how it didn't cover this blemish right here. So I am probably going to have to like spot conceal with that. I feel like other foundations that I have would have covered this better than this one did. But it looks beautiful in the skin. Like honestly, it looks so good. Let me come a little closer and show you guys. All right, so we're up close and personal. So it honestly looks so smooth on the skin. It doesn't look cakey at all. It does not look heavy on the skin. Like I would feel comfortable layering this even more and I feel like it still wouldn't look cakey. Like it looks so good. If you like a really natural kind of medium coverage foundation, you're going to love this. So now I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to apply like half a pump onto the brush. I do not know how I'm going to feel about this. I feel like this is more of like a swiping type of brush, which I'm not a fan of. The coverage, I feel like, is definitely more sheer with this brush. Like, I feel like the brush is just absorbing most of the product, so that's not good. I am just not a big brush person for foundation. I feel like people either love using a brush or they hate it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Like, I would never pick a brush over a sponge. And this brush is not like the softest. Like I feel like it's almost kind of irritating on the skin. Yeah, I don't like the brush at all. Like it's not the worst brush. Like I don't feel like I look like super streaky or anything. I don't know. I feel like this is way more effort than necessary. Like I would rather just use a sponge. It is a little bit streaky right here on the forehead. So yeah, I wouldn't buy this brush. Like if you get it for free with buying the foundation from Ulta, like that's great, but I would not spend money on that. So I'm just gonna go over this with the sponge because I don't want to ruin my thoughts on the actual foundation because of how that brush applied it. And I definitely feel like this side of my face is like a little bit streaky. It's not as bad as some other brushes that I've used before, but it still is pretty streaky. So as I said, I love the way this foundation looks on the skin. I think it looks beautiful. My only complaint so far is that it doesn't cover blemishes like very nicely. Like I just feel like it doesn't even really cover them that much. So I'm going to add just a little bit more on my blemishes. And I think what I'm going to do is let this sit here for a minute and kind of like dry up a little bit. And it'll make it a little bit thicker. And then when we blend it, hopefully the blemishes will be covered. All right, so now that this is kind of sat here for a minute, I'm going to blend and see if it covers better. It seems to be covering better after letting it sit there for a minute. All right, so I'm gonna take a look using my little ColourPop mirror. If you guys haven't seen my ColourPop Valentine's Day video, make sure to go check that out. But looking at it up close, it looks very nice. It does not look cakey like at all, so I'm curious how it's gonna look when I set it with powder and stuff. But it looks really good. Is it the best foundation that I've ever tried? Like based on my first impression, no. I definitely don't think so. Like it's not blowing me away right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looks like, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go do some stuff, and then we'll come back and do a check-in. I'll do as many check-ins as I can, but it probably won't be that many because I don't have time for like a full wear test today. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish my makeup and then I'll be right back. So here is my makeup complete. I just went with a pretty simple look because I'm gonna be running an errand. I only need to go one place. I'm doing like a laundry room like makeover right now, so need to go to like a hardware store. But the foundation looks really good. Like I think that it looks beautiful on the skin. It definitely looks very, very natural, which I love. I'm not like super blown away right now, but I'm thinking maybe once I'm wearing it for a little bit longer, I will like it better. I find that a lot of foundations wear better throughout the day. Like the way your natural like oils, I guess, like mix with the foundation makes it look better, usually, at least in my opinion. But I do really like the way the foundation looks. This is like my favorite kind of foundation, like a medium coverage, natural looking foundation. I didn't feel like I needed to set it with a powder, but I did anyways because I always set my face. My skin feels very smooth. I don't feel like it's gonna go onto my fingers or anything. Like I don't really feel like it's gonna move. It looks beautiful. The only negative that I'm noticing right now is I feel like it is going into my smile lines a little bit already, which is going to bug me because I hate when foundations do that, but we're gonna have to wait and see. It doesn't look cakey or anything. It's not clinging to any of my like blemishes where I did apply a lot of foundation, so surprisingly it's not looking like cakey there or anything. So yeah, so far I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and run my errand. I need to put a mask on, so I'm really curious how this is gonna hold up against a mask. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will be back and give you guys an update. And we are back. I have my trusted cat mask on. This is like my only all black mask, which is like the easiest to see how much the foundation transferred. I'm kind of scared. Okay, not bad. So here is the mask. I feel like there is like kind of a lot of product on it. Just in the nose area, it's always the nose for me with the mask where the foundation comes off. I think it was a bad idea to put a lip tint on with a mask because that's almost completely gone. The foundation looks good like everywhere but the nose. Hopefully you guys can see, but the tip of my nose, like the foundation did come off. I expected it to be a little bit better on the nose because it is a long wearing foundation, but it did come off quite a bit actually. So I would say that the foundation is not mask proof. I've never actually found a foundation that is mask proof, so maybe take that with a grain of salt. If you guys actually know of a mask proof foundation, let me know in the comments down below because I have yet to find one. So the foundation looks great everywhere but the tip of my nose. I don't know if I should leave it like that or not. I think I might take my sponge. Is this even wet anymore? This might not even be damp anymore. I'm going to kind of just dab my nose and touch up a little bit because I don't want to spend the next, like, I don't know. I only have a few hours left. A few hours looking like that. So going to kind of just touch that up. That actually fixed that very easily, so not a big deal. The smile lines still look the same. It hasn't sunk in any more than it already like had. Like it's not really sunken in. I just feel like my smile lines look a little bit more prominent in this foundation than some of my other foundations. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for a few more hours and then I'll be back to give you guys like a final check-in. All right, and we are back. This is like the final check-in that I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm looking like a little bit rough. Like it's not obviously like as perfect as it was earlier. I think the foundation still looks very nice. Like don't get me wrong, I think it looks nice, but in some areas like right here and on my nose, a little bit on the chin and in the cheek area, it is looking a little bit rough. Like it did start to come off between my eyebrows and kind of right here. As I said in my last foundation review video, I sit like this a lot and I do touch my face a lot. So that is why it's probably coming off in some areas of the face. But overall, I feel like it looks really good. Do I feel like you guys need this foundation in your life? No, I feel like there's other foundations out there, probably even cheaper foundations out there than this one. I know the ColourPop Pretty Fresh one is a few dollars cheaper than this one, and I feel like it might be a little bit better, but I feel like this one did wear really nicely. Like the ColourPop one isn't necessarily like a long wear foundation, so this one might be better for like a longer period of time if you need to wear it for a long time. It's not mask proof as I said, but it does wear it nicely throughout the day. I actually really love the way that it looks on my cheeks. I feel like it looks so natural on the cheeks. I feel like the color didn't oxidize or anything. I feel like it's a really good shade. So far I'm really liking the foundation. I'm gonna start a new series on my channel where I do like monthly updates where I like rank products that I've tried throughout the month. So I'm definitely gonna be back talking about this foundation. I'll give you guys like a more in-depth review or update on how I'm liking it because I'm gonna continue wearing this. And yeah, so far I think it's a really nice foundation. I love that it's a skincare infused foundation. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I love foundations like that. Love natural finish foundations that are medium coverage, so I really do like the foundation. Even though it did kind of come off in some areas, I feel like it did wear really nicely for the amount of time that I did have it on. It was about a half-day wear test, and I was pretty rough on my face today. I had a mask on. I was touching my face a lot. I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house, so I feel like it did pretty well compared to some other foundations that I've tried. I don't think it's like the best foundation that I've ever tried, but I do think it's really good. And $20 is not bad. I have a lot of high-end foundations that are like $40, $50, so I think that this for the price is really, really good, and it definitely is up there with some other like high-end foundations. I can't decide if I like this one or the Clinique one that I recently tried out better. I'm gonna keep testing those two out and see which one I like better, because this one is half the price of the Clinique one, and I feel like it's very similar in formula. They're both skincare infused, medium coverage, natural finish foundations. So yeah, I'm gonna continue testing this, but so far I would give it a thumbs up. As I said, I don't feel like you guys need it, but I do feel like it's worth the money. It is a really nice packaged foundation. It blends beautifully. It looks really nice on the skin. It is pretty long wearing for what I put it through in just this half day. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think that it looks good? Are you guys going to pick it up? I was pretty excited whenever I saw they were launching this, so I'm definitely excited to continue using it. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, I am doing a giveaway right now. I'll have it linked in my description box below if you guys want to enter that. And also, before you guys go, make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button so you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.